Listen up, you punk! You better watch your step! Watch! You better watch your step! Yo, you better watch your step! You better watch! You better watch your step! Yo, you better watch your step! You better listen up, punk!
Welcome to Tower Tunes episode 7. Today, we're going to talk about shoegaze, among other things, and we have special guest Mohammed here with
Hello.
us. Mohammed, could you introduce yourself and give us your favorite album?
Yes, hello, I'm Mohammed. I attend SJSU. I'm a fourth year creative advertising major. I'm a big fan of music and listening to music. I like listening to music. I also play the bass and guitar in my spare time, and I'm really happy to be here. My favorite song, my song of the week currently would be, I was listening to this on repeat yesterday. It's called Yakko by Rehash. It's a very nice song. It's very fall to me. I really like the
Rehash.
fall.
I feel like
Yeah.
I've heard of Rehash
Rehash?
recently.
I've definitely heard of Rehash.
Yeah.
I put one of their songs on the Instagram story where like you asked for the songs of the week. So it was like one of those. I think it was Insurance that I put on there.
Possibly.
Definitely one of us
Yeah.
has listened to it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or at least the 15-second segment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, my favorite album, I'm not gonna lie, always changes. But as of recently, I've been getting back into songs of hers again, which is their first
Ooh.
album. I was in a
Yes.
very hersy mood like a few weeks ago, so I was listening to that on repeat for a good minute.
Yeah, Nick out in the audience has been really into hers recently. So
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Mhm.
yes.
Nick Noseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mohammed has a hot take about
Mhm.
pop
Ooh.
music. Mohammed, could you tell us about that?
I genuinely believe that pop music peaked in the 2000s, and I don't think it has gotten better ever since. I think in terms of both production and just everything else. I remember a few weeks ago, I saw this TikTok. Am I allowed to curse?
No.
No,
No,
don't
okay.
curse. Thanks for
Basically,
checking in.
Verbatim, or okay, I don't remember it verbatim, but like it was along the lines of like, why am I able to shake butt to old Katy Perry,
Big butt.
but like not feel anything to like Sabrina Carpenter? And
Yeah.
I was like, wait, that actually makes a lot of sense.
That's a
Yeah,
good point.
yeah.
That's a good point.
It's a really good point. And I was like, wow, yeah, I don't think pop music has ever achieved that kind of like, it hasn't been that good since the 2000s, I feel like.
Yeah, it's certainly
yeah, but
been
maybe
changing.
yeah, maybe we're just looking too deep into the mainstream. 'Cause,
Maybe.
you know, there's some underground, well, not like underground, but
Mhm.
I guess off kilter stuff
Yeah.
that, you know, gives me that urge to shake some cheeks.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
so yeah, maybe it's just the mainstream stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
me personally, I said this many times, but I'm like super like not tapped into like any mainstream pop music.
No,
So
me too.
I guess I just wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
Simon, did you want to get into the song of the week right now?
Yeah, sure. So my song of the week was One of the Greats by Florence plus the Machine. It's the second single from her new album that's coming out on Halloween, and the single came out a couple weeks ago. But I just got into it. It's incredible. It gets my heart pumping like the entire song. It's got this nice, amazing guitar part, amazing like strings part at the end. And as usual with Florence, her vocals are just incredible, like pretty much second to none. So
Is that
that's
so?
like one of those corners of pop music that I
Second to
think.
none. That's
I mean, okay, that's a bold
that's kind of
claim.
spicy.
However, I just urge you to listen to some Florence plus the Machine and
Perhaps I
let
will.
me know
Perhaps
an
I will.
artist who beats her vocals.
She has a voice that can walk on water.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm not going to stand by
And it
that
can rise from
too
the dead.
much, but her voice is incredible.
Awesome.
How about you? What's your song of the week?
Yeah, so my song of the week was "Head" by Jeff Rosenstock. It's a really energetic song. It reminds me of like a lot of classic punk that's sub 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
But whereas I feel like a lot of old punk kind of doesn't feel like that gratifying. I feel like this song is very complete despite it being like really short. Definitely one of my favorites off of that album, which we do have a review of.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
have listened to Head a couple times, and it's always a good listen. I'm not like a big Jeff Rosenstock person. However, it gets my heart pumping just as much as Florence plus the
nice.
Machine. So something to be said for that. So quick episode overview. We've already gone over Song of the Week. we're going to get into some music news next. Then, not summer hip hop as it says on the notes, we're going to talk about shoegaze for a bit, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Shoegaze.
So, without further ado, some music news.
Yes, music news. First of all, rest in peace, D'Angelo, the neo soul legend. Which I guess he just passed away like just whenever this is being recorded. I think I definitely do have to go back in his catalog because it's very. I feel like it's very celebrated by like pretty much everyone. But yeah, what are your guys' reactions to that?
I have not listened to any D'Angelo, so I don't have too much to say other than legend of the scene and
Yes.
rest in peace.
What about you, Mohammed?
I'm not gonna lie, it's my first time hearing about him, but rest in peace.
First time. Okay, hold on. This is. Wait, hold on. Okay, that's kind of crazy. We're just gonna skip past that.
Okay.
Wait.
Sounds
Okay,
familiar, but
Okay,
you know.
this just in. These two have never heard of D'Angelo.
I had to look it up.
Okay, you know what? We're just gonna skip past
We're
that.
going to skip that.
Okay.
Um,
Next, new release by Madison Cunningham.
Yeah,
Simon, you're a huge fan of Madison Cunningham.
I am.
What did you think?
Okay, so I am indeed a huge fan. Apparently, I've listened to her songs 165 times in the last week, which is a little
Whoa,
much.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, Ace, her new album is really good. I haven't quite gotten fully into it yet because it's a lot less accessible than her previous couple albums. However, it is beautiful, and I have not gotten tired of the songs, which is why I've listened so much. So yeah, great album. There will be a review dropping on the Tower Tunes account pretty soon.
That's exciting.
So look forward to that.
100, over 100 times is kind of crazy for a week. You're beating my record of 75 bodies listens in a week.
But
so
that's one song. This is scattered amongst many.
that is true. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you're
One
we're not
song
talking.
is a little
Yes.
insane. On the topic of new music, OK Lou released a new single, part of her, expansion edition of her album earlier this year, featuring Twigs, or FKA Twigs, however you pronounce that.
Yes.
And it is really good. So yeah, looking forward to the full expanded edition.
Yeah, never really been into OK Lou, but I know Bree has.
Yeah, Breeze and
So
Yeah.
so perhaps we'll get her thoughts on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So other news, Selena Gomez. Guys, Selena Gomez married Benny. Wait, how do you pronounce it?
Blanco.
Benny Blanca?
Blanco. See, I was
No
gonna say Blanco,
way.
but then that would have been like
Blanco?
So Blanco. Benny Blanco. What are our reactions to that?
I mean,
I
good
do-
for them. I don't know.
Yeah. Hooray! Hooray! Who even is
Okay,
that?
yeah, I feel like Selena Gomez. Like, I haven't heard anything about her musically since like I don't know, like back when I was in elementary school. So
Yeah.
I guess all I've been hearing is this like drama stuff. I mean, this isn't really drama, but it's just like no, because people are saying like Benny's like ugly,
Yeah.
which is like maybe, but like
Yeah.
obviously.
Okay, I feel like
but
people are
obviously,
gonna
like,
say that.
It's happy for them. Like
Yeah.
this is their choice. You know?
This should be
Yeah.
like a celebration of their marriage and not just everyone instantly like, oh, he's ugly.
Yeah.
Like, but it seems
But
like
they've
this
been saying
happens
that.
every single time there's someone like Selena Gomez who marries. It's like,
Oh,
this
someone
guy's
like her.
so
What does that
ugly.
mean?
What?
Someone like her. What do you mean by that, Simon?
Oh, I mean like someone like a uber popular female celebrity.
Okay. I get you.
So we have some exciting new releases coming up this week. We have a new Tame Impala album, first of all. So again, another kind of alt pop.
Yeah, can't say I'm
icon.
actually excited for that, but it's pretty cool.
I listened to the singles. The latest one was called Dracula, and that was really good.
Ooh, Dracula.
So looking forward to it. Also,
Not Nosferatu,
not Nosferatu.
except apparently they're different, so
Mhm.
it wouldn't even. Yeah.
Yeah.
We also have the Bar Brothers.
Yep. Yeah, Bar Brothers.
I think
I
you
feel
might
like
be the only person on planet Earth who's excited for this.
okay, but it is going to be like an incredible album. So don't even get me started.
And Polisa.
Okay,
Oh,
Polisa.
Okay.
I'm like less excited about the Polisa one now because the
Okay.
singles have been okay at
It's
best.
a little, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've been talking about Polisa for like years now, so
I have
that's a bit surprising for me.
Polisa. I mean, I'm excited still. I'm excited to see what they come up with because it's going to be their last album.
Of course.
I think. But
Finally.
finally, what's that supposed to mean?
Maybe it'll stop you from talking about them. But I guess
Maybe.
it's been a while.
Yeah, I'll be talking about Bar Brothers from now on. Because I'm expecting the Bar Brothers album to be
Yeah.
on a league of its own.
Sounds awesome.
Any other news you guys want to talk about?
Nope. I think we
Not
can
to
get
my
into the meat
knowledge,
now.
no. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Shoegaze.
Yes.
So Shoegaze has had a bit of a revival in the recent years, both with bands like Slowdive and My Bloody Valentine getting more recognition, but also a lot of new icons such as Wisp becoming like uber popular. And it seems like this has been driven by TikTok, among other things. So we wanted to talk about kind of the difference between old and new shoegaze and our opinions on that. So, Mohammed, do you have any thoughts?
I think one of the main differences, obviously, is because like old shoegaze, obviously it sounds older,
Yeah.
and I feel like there's obviously like a lower fidelity to it, like lower production quality, and I feel like due to that, it makes it a lot more dreamy sounding. I do feel like a majority of current shoegaze, like the new stuff, like Julie and Wisp and all that, it sounds like it's more like new gaze, which is basically just another term for shoegaze from like the 2000s and onwards.
Yeah.
So it's like stuff that sounds a lot more like Deftones rather than sounding like Slowdive or MBB.
Yeah, Deftones is an interesting call out because I
Yeah.
feel like most people would categorize them as just metal,
Mm-hmm.
but they definitely do have like shoegaze elements, especially in like White Pony and stuff.
Yeah, I've heard White Pony referred to as a shoegaze album, and I always think that's super interesting, but I haven't listened to it, so I can't really critique that.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I think you should give it a listen
I will.
if you're not scared. That is.
Oh.
I feel like a lot of old shoegaze, or at least when shoegaze like first kind of like appeared on the scene, there's like a couple bands, like as we mentioned, Slowdive and My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah.
And then I feel like there were a bunch of people like trying to emulate that sound, and they were all just kind of lost in the wind, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I'd say there's very few bands who've been successfully able to emulate the sound of something like MBV or Slowdive. I feel like the Slowdive strain of shoegaze has had more people or more bands trying to go that direction.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's two key philosophies, and it's like Slowdive or MBV.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm personally impartial to both. I guess here's my hot take about shoegaze, is that I feel like a lot of it kind of sounds not so much derivative, but kind of just like it doesn't really captivate me.
Yeah.
It does feel like a lot of noise, which I wouldn't say is like aimless. It's just like, I don't know, it just doesn't really like grab my attention. And so when you have like a lot of longer songs like on Loveless, I just don't find myself gravitating towards that.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
So what makes shoegaze appealing to you?
So I am a fan of very, very certain shoegaze, and by very certain shoegaze, I mean pretty much just My Bloody Valentine. Also, this band called Fleeting Joys. They have a sound very close to My Bloody Valentine, to the extent where they've been like critiqued for being way too close. But they have good songs as well. But on Loveless, like you say, lots of longer songs, especially like To Hear Knows When, which a lot of people consider one of the best shoegaze songs of all time. Also Soon. I love both of those songs. They're not exciting listens, but they sound sonically interesting the entire way through. They're completely unique. Nobody's ever done stuff like that before or since. So I think that's very captivating to me, and I love the textures that they come up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also do feel like that you do need to be in a certain mood to actually kind of like understand it.
Yeah.
There is a certain track on Loveless called Sometimes,
Yeah.
and then upon listening to it one time, there's like a certain part towards the end. There's like a faint, like, I don't know how to describe the sound, but it's like, I think it's like an organ or like a synth almost.
Yeah.
And it's like really nice, and you kind of just like, have you ever seen this one video of like the monkey holding the cassette thingy?
Yes,
Ooh.
You literally
Sony
feel
ad,
like
yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and it's really nice. Sometimes you gotta be in a certain mood for it. 'Cause I do feel like, going back to what I mentioned when we were talking about sorry, well, old versus new shoegaze. I do feel like
Yeah.
older shoegaze was a lot more somber sounding and dreamlike compared to current shoegaze, which is a lot more gritty and like more like grungy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think I can definitely see that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I think the less like emphasis on vocals has brought rise to a lot of popularity for like non-English bands like Honey Dip and like Paranormal and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's also pretty cool.
Yeah, I think the rise of a lot of these non-English bands has been super cool to see. I remember you recommended Paranormal to me a while ago. And I didn't
Yes.
listen all that much, but definitely an amazing sound. And kind of
That is
one
true.
of the biggest bands in like new gaze.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Were? Because I have a lot of opinions on this. Or
some
not Were.
allegations?
Not Were. Wisp, sorry.
Okay. I didn't see any allegations for them, but
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't listened to them.
Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up pretty soon.
Yes.
Coming up on Tower Tunes. So we're gonna have as promised, a loser episode.
Yes.
Whatever that means.
Which, I mean, we're all very familiar with it.
Yeah.
'Cause we're losers.
Also, yes, we are losers. We're also gonna have a folk episode because we're folks, you know.
Yes.
And also probably a Halloween episode
Halloween
coming up. So excited for that.
We're not Halloween.
So, we're not. I mean, maybe we are Halloween as well.
Maybe. Okay.
Yes,
nice.
we are Halloween.
And we will be costume.
Okay, so thank you so much for watching, as always. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, stay tuned.